got a great show for you today. And that is unless you're a New York Giant fan, because for the first time, really in 2 decades, you are now at a major crossroads. The report is out that Danny Jones has structural damage in his neck that he may have hurt actually 2 weeks ago, not in the last game he played, and it got worse in the game against the Eagles. And with that report come the obvious swirling rumors that based on a structural problem in his neck, he has certainly played his last game this year for the New York Giants, and he may have very well played his last game in the NFL. So you are now at a crossroads. You have no quarterback going forward. What in the world are you going to do? AKA, welcome to the Jets franchise for the last 100 years. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm excellent.
Are you excellent?
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Gloating in the Giants' misfortune,
I'm
is that
not
right?
gloating in any kind of misfortune. I
Sounds
told
to
you
me
the
like
Nets
you
were going
are.
to lose last night. That pissed me off. Your basketball team plays zero defense. I still can't figure that out. So it wasn't exactly a great New York sports night, but I don't know. It's the holiday season. I'm thinking of Christmas. I'm thinking of mistletoes and Christmas trees. Can't I be in a good mood, even if the sports world may be down?
I mean, feel free to be in a good mood.
Not allowed, Craig.
Of course it's allowed. Yes, it's allowed.
You just assume if my team loses, I'm in a bad mood. Well, sometimes I could actually be in a good mood even when my team loses.
Yeah, you're not going to win every single game. But I bring up the Giants to start the show. Not because the Knicks lost and embarrassed themselves yesterday, not because the Nets lost without Kevin Durant yesterday, not because the Rangers' 7-game win streak came to an end, not because the New Jersey Devils won last night, but because in my lifetime, it hasn't happened that often. It's happened, but not that often, where the New York Giants are now, frankly, at square one when it comes to who is going to be their quarterback for not the foreseeable future, because even if you thought for a minute that the New York Giants would be the front runner to get a Russell Wilson, Russell Wilson's only got a couple of years left in his career. He's not going to be the Giants quarterback for a decade.
He could be the quarterback for 6 years. Quarterbacks play into their late 30s now, early 40s. You can all you want. Doesn't mean it's true.
You need help. The New York Giants don't have a quarterback for the next 20 years.
Craig.
Neither does my squad, by the way.
But here's the biggest issue the Giants have, and it was hitting me this morning thinking about it. Yesterday on the show, we very matter-of-factly told a caller something that we all know.
Yeah.
Dave Gettleman's not going to be back next year,
We
right?
all agree on that,
Okay.
yes. He's going to be reassigned as a senior consultant to football operations.
So before we get to the quarterback and before we get to the coach, if you and I and everyone else know that Dave Gettleman is not going to be the decision maker for the New York Football Giants next year, why is he still here right now?
Great question.
He needs to be gone.
That's the Giant way of doing things.
Here's the Giant way of doing things is completely upside down now.
Yeah.
Because who should decide if Joe Judge is coming back?
The next general manager.
The next general manager.
Yes.
Great answer, Craig.
Thank you, sir. I get a point.
So, if we all agree, if we're all in lockstep, that the New York Giants need to hire a brand new general manager, and we all agree that we should allow that general manager to decide who the head coach is. Maybe that new GM loves Joe Judge. Maybe the new GM hates Joe Judge. Then shouldn't you get on the horn now to figuring out who your next GM is so that when other coaches are fired and there are other coaching interviews going on, you're not still looking for the general manager who's going to decide if your coach is staying or not?
I would say this. Just because you don't know it's happening doesn't mean it isn't happening.
What does that mean?
Right? That means...
What does that mean?
If you don't think for a minute that John Mara and whomever else in that organization, I guess his son, whoever it is, that ultimately is going to be part of the think tank to bring in a new general manager, if they don't already have a short list, I'd be shocked.
No. That's not but that's not even the step I'm at, Craig. I get what you're saying. They're thinking about
they have to be, right?
But that's not my point. My point is, a good search for a GM would allow that GM to decide the fate of the head coach.
What I'm saying is that they've got a list of men that they want to be their prospective next general manager.
I totally agree with that.
We just don't know who they are.
I totally agree with that. But that general manager, whomever they hire, is going to be the decider on Joe Judge's fate.
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would need my ducks in order when the firing season occurs.
Why? But I think that'll be so. The second Sunday in January is the last game of the year for all teams, not just the Giants. They're done. My gut would be, if you believe that there's still Black Monday in the NFL, and I think there will be, Dave Gettleman's gone that week, and then you've got your short list of GMs.
When is my GM hired?
Like, when do you want him hired?
I want him hired as soon as possible.
Okay, but it's like, I don't think,
you know
to
what I
be
want him
fair to
hired,
the
Craig?
Giants, if you have a new GM in place tomorrow or the day after the season, really not that big a difference.
No, I agree with that. I guess what I'm worried about is it leaking into the postseason, it leaking into late January, where other teams are already looking for their head coach, and yet you haven't decided on your head coach because you haven't hired your general manager yet. And by the way, that's assuming they take the approach that I would take and I think you would take, which is hire a GM and let that person decide what you want to do. Don't force the coach on the GM like the Jets did with John Idzik and Rex Ryan. That's a mistake.
I would add this to that little caveat you put out there.
Go ahead.
I think you clean house of everybody before you hire the GM. I think you allow whoever the new GM is going to be, you allow him to come in here. It's an old Latin phrase, Evan. You've heard of it, I'm sure. It's called tabula rasa. You know what that means?
No.
Really? An educated guy like yourself never heard that term?
No.
I'm going to walk you through it, all right?
Walk me.
Tabula rasa. I'm shocked you've never heard that term before. But we'll talk about that off the air, your lack of education. Tabula rasa stands for blank slate. Mm-hmm. It's either Greek or Latin, same thing to me. They're both dead languages, right? Unless you're ordering a gyro from a truck in the middle of, Times Square, then you need to know a little Greek. Outside of that, Greek's a dead language, okay?
Right.
No offense to my Greek friends. I love you. A gallon of tzatziki at my door tomorrow would be well appreciated. But outside of that, it's a dead language. Tabula rasa, Evan. Blank slate. Like, why am I going to bring the GM in here to then do my dirty work? I recognize...
Because the GM may want to keep the coach.
No, that doesn't work for me.
What do you mean it doesn't work
Doesn't
for you?
work.
So you're hiring the GM under the prerequisite that I'm firing the head coach?
Here's why. There's no GM worth his salt that you're going to bring in here that's going to look at the body of work of Joe Judge and say, that's my guy.
Yeah, look, the odds are...
fire everybody.
Here's what I agree with you. I think it's
I'm in a fiery mood, by the way.
It's likelier than not. You're in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, I am.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
I'm in the fiery mood today. I am. Because I'm hungry, I think. I don't know.
And that makes you want to fire
when
people?
I'm hungry, I want to fire somebody.
I think that the odds
I agree, Big Mac. I agree. Look to your right. He already did the old. Not me. Not me. Let me ask you a question. If Tommy got fired before the holidays, would you expect his bonus on top of yours? Considering we've already earmarked.
I would think that's only fair.
It ain't going to be the Pat McAfee bonus, I can tell you that. You guys aren't getting $250,000. He set the bar, all right. When I'm at that bar, you can have as much money as you want. So I think you and I are essentially on the same page with this.
I think we mostly are. I just think that I would leave open the possibility that if the guy you bring in or the gal you bring in says, hey, I like Joe Judge. I don't want to change the head coach right now. You have to leave that possibility open, whether I agree or you agree. That's why, to me, it's important for this to happen. Like, it hit me yesterday. We both kind of brushed it aside. Like, yeah, we know Gettleman's not back. It's an accepted fact that Dave Gettleman's not back. And if that's the case, then do it.
Yeah.
Then begin the search for your next general manager.
They did bring that guy O'Brien in, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, but remember why we assumed they brought O'Brien in?
I thought it was to look over what was going on.
Wasn't it because he had a connection to Joe Judge and we assumed, Joe Judge has all the power in this organization right now, and so that's basically going to be the next general manager? And I forget his name, so that...
I think it's O'Brien.
But that's
O'Neill, O'Brien. It's something Irish. I don't know what it is.
But isn't that why we assume they brought him in? Because there was a connection to Joe Judge?
Yes, but Joe Judge has done, in my opinion, such a bad job. Like, did you hear any of his comments out in Arizona this morning?
This morning?
Yeah.
About
how somebody asked him how it's going out there or if they're doing any kind of team building. I don't know if you guys can find the quote for me. Hopefully they can before the end of the show. Evan, I'm not kidding. And I didn't see it. I only heard it.
Right.
So to be fair to Judge, I don't know if he had a twinkle in his eye, but he talked about them sharing like the vending machines and taking turns. Do you guys have that quote? Like, I heard this morning.
They were
Evan,
cutting each other online, so it was
Evan,
very nice.
Like this, Again, I'm in a mood today. I don't know why. I am. I guess I'm hungry. I'll figure it out by 3 o'clock. Don't worry.
Kyle O'Brien was the guy's name, by the way.
Yeah, O'Brien, right?
Yeah.
Like, I heard Joe Judge today, and I'm not a violent man by a long shot, nor am I looking to fight anybody. I'm not.
Uh-oh.
But I wanted to punch him in the face. I did.
You wanted to punch him in the face?
I'm going to let you hear this. You're a diehard Giant fan. Like, football's not a joke. Like, football means the world to us. Mm-hmm. This is your head coach, Giant fans. I think the setup was about team bonding or how's it going out there in Tucson. I hope you have the right quote or else I've set up something that's not going to work. But here's Joe Judge. Go.
We're doing a good job really working together on sharing copy machines and, kind of snack rooms and coffee machines, things of that nature.
Was he joking?
Like what?
And by the way, even if he was joking, not funny.
We're doing a good job sharing the copying machine. What else was it? Play it again.
We're doing a good job really working together on sharing copy machines and, kind of snack rooms and coffee machines, things of that nature.
Snack rooms and coffee machines.
And things of that nature.
Yeah, like what? Like, are you stupid? Like, I know you lied to us. You admitted that you lied to us about everything. So I'm dealing with that still in my head. But, like, Tucson's going great. Oh, yeah, how's the team building going? Oh, it's fantastic. We're sharing the copying machine well. We take turns at the coffee machine. Like, really?
And who uses a copy machine?
Yeah, like, by the way,
come on.
Who are you talking to? Did you forget about that amazing blue-collar, hardworking fan base that you wanted to be good to? Do you think Anthony from the Bronx or Vinny from Staten Island or Billy from Manalapan wants to hear your jerk-off comments in Tucson, Arizona about things are going great? We've learned how to take turns getting coffee? You moron. Like, you're not fit to be the New York Giants head coach. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm in a bad mood. I'm really not. I feel good.
Well, you said you want to fire people.
Yeah.
You're firing
Yeah.
him.
Well, Tommy's in trouble. But everybody else trying to save. But, like, the Giant fan just deserves better. And I hope he was joking.
He had to have been.
But if he was, it's still stupid.
No, I know. It's a bad joke.
Yeah. Like, we figured out here in Arizona how to take turns getting coffee. What the F are you in Arizona for? Like, what's the purpose of being out there? Free trip to Arizona?
Well, it's funny. Leonard Williams, I was reading this morning, thought it was a terrible idea at first. I was like, well, why the hell are we going there?
Right. You're 4-8. You suck.
Why are we going right from Miami to Arizona? But Leonard Williams has come around and said, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's nice. It's been fun.
So we'll get all your calls on it throughout the day. We got lots of stuff to get to.
Either way, let's call it like it is. They're going to get their asses kicked on Sunday.
Yeah.
Whether they're in Arizona, whether they're in New York, whether they're bowling, whether they're sharing copy machines, whether they're fighting over copy machines, they are, in all likelihood, correct me if you disagree, they're going to get their asses kicked by the Chargers on Sunday.
I mean, that's most people's expectation. It's certainly mine. How can you conceive them not? Mike Glennon's, you're going to be your starting quarterback. If not, Jake Fromm is. Like, where are you scoring points? Oh, I know where it's coming from. After sharing coffee with Saquon, he figured that we'll give Saquon the ball 40 times and he'll gain 50 yards, which would be the most yards he's gained in a game in 3 years. Like, come on, man. It's a dumpster fire, and this head coach is only making it worse. And it pisses me off. You know why? Because I love Giant fans. I respect Giant fans. I grew up in a family of Giant fans, and I know this about you Giant fans out there. You deserve better. You're going into uncharted territory. You have no quarterback for the next 10 years. You're not going to cling on to this desperate hope that Russell Wilson picks you over Denver and New Orleans. Okay, right.
He actually does want to come here, bro.
Yeah, says one unconfirmed report.
It's been out there for a while. It's not just that one report. You just don't want to accept it for some reason.
And now your head coach is out there learning how to share coffee with other people. I mean, what the hell happened to this organization? And when did John Mara stop caring? It's crazy to me.
Well, what's that based on?
Like, you're not the Jets. Stop acting like the
I think
Jets.
John Mara cares. I think John
Does
Mara
he?
just made
Does
terrible
he?
decisions over the years. Yeah.
Anyway, we got lots to do today. 877-337-6666. By the way, I want to thank my friends at Fanatics. They sent me the Rangers hat, which is fire nice. And I wear this hat now to help the Rangers start a new win streak.
So whenever a team loses, you put their hat on?
Yeah, so I'm all Rangered up today. I got the Fanatics, what is it? Authentic Pro Rangers hat in a day, because that's how they roll. And they're my peeps over there. This is the best hat I've ever worn. Hockey hat. Yep. Love it. Love it. So Ranger fans, I got you. I got you.
By the way, for those keeping track at home, I'm a man of my word. Craig is on a 6-show winning streak of only wearing free stuff that was given to him. It's actually impeccable, but it continues to roll on. So keep it going, bro.
Want to thank Capital Construction Group for the nice.
I know you paid for that.
All right, listen, we got a lot to do. Real quick, though, Donald's in Milford, Connecticut. Let's get some personal business out of the way first. Donald, what do you got?
Oh, my man Pots and Pans. Tommy just told me you were going to take me after break. So
I'll
I'm
take you right
texting my
now. I'm
friends.
not afraid.
I
I'm your
know.
Huckleberry.
I'm
Let's
telling
go.
him I am your Huckleberry. So I heard that you think you're good at chess.
Yeah, I am a 6th level master.
All right. So whatever you say, we got to cut it in half and then divide by 2, and then that's really what it is.
Is
So,
there such a thing?
anyway,
I assume there's levels, but I don't know what the hell they are. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, there's ratings, like people like Evan would love the statistics behind chess. But
All
anyway,
right, go ahead.
I'm a chess streamer, and I want to challenge you to come onto my stream and, watch me smack talk the Knicks while I whoop you and
All right.
humble you.
Well, but
in
you're
some
like
chess.
you're like a professional chess player, essentially. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, I got paid when I win a tournament. So if you want to call it,
Yes. So this is like Steph Curry asking me to have a 3-point shootout with him because I once said in the air I like shooting basketballs.
No, because you once said that you were the best chess player that you know, which means
No, I did not. To be fair, and everyone will back me up on this.
He said Albert Bell was better.
Albert Bell is the single greatest chess player I've ever met. Number 2
Okay,
on
you're
that
making
list would
my
be a guy
argument.
that I spent time away with.
Right, you're making my argument now. So it makes me think that you've never bumped into another chess player in your worldly,
All right, so listen, I'll put you on hold. You'll give me the stream info. I've never played someone else online, so you'd have to walk me through what app I need to do that. And let's go. I'm on. Done.
All right,
All right.
done.
I beat you. I'll
anything for
beat you in
digital.
6 moves. Hold on 1 second. I get Donald's info.
I just
please,
want to
Tom.
watch it because he said he's going to trash talk the Knicks as
Yeah.
he beats you.
The
I find
dude's-
that part really enjoyable.
Yeah, but hold on. The guy's a professional.
He's not a professional. Why? Because he won a tournament once?
If you're in a streaming chess league, yeah, you're a professional.
He's not a professional. He's just
yeah.
good.
Listen, I'm going to get my ass kicked by him because chess is one of those games you have to play a lot of it to be really good at it. I'll stay alive for a little bit, but I can't beat that guy.
Nice.
I can't beat that guy.
I can't wait to watch him trash talk you.
I'll beat all you guys. I can't beat that guy.
He's gonna trash talk you and Evan Fournier at the same
Yeah,
time.
well,
I can't wait.
Evan Fournier had a bad steak.
Oh, stop. You buying that crap?
Yes, I am.
Evan Fournier had one of the worst games you'll ever see last night,
Yeah.
and the guy's blaming it on a bad
He
steak.
had a bad steak in San
You
Antonio.
should be offended by that comment.
I feel bad that he couldn't enjoy the steak.
I'm sorry. I sucked last night. I can't defend Craig, but hey, I had a bad steak. That's why I'm terrible. Okay. You
I
make
think he had a bad
$17
steak.
million a year, Evan.
Yeah.
Get a better steak.
Okay.
Go to a nicer place.
So Michael Jordan against Utah could have been food poisoned?
He was food poisoned
Okay.
by a fan of another team, of a Utah Jazz fan, who tried to help them win that game.
Maybe unbeknownst to you, Evan Fournier's banging Tony Parker's ex-girlfriend. And Tony Parker's like, this son of a bitch, give him the bad steak. He had mad cow steak last night.
Boy, you're defending Evan Fournier? Yuck.
I mean, I don't think a guy's going to make him have a stomach ache.
He's making an excuse for why he's been terrible.
Yeah, he's been terrible all season. Was he eating bad sushi too?
Exactly. So why would you buy that excuse?
All right, 877-337-6666. Boomer's cough button. Send the hat. I'll wear it. No problem with that at all. I'm good about that. Who else is quick show tweets only now because I'm done with you animals. Oh, someone named Shilster2 tweeted to our boss. Let's see what he wrote.
Probably not good.
I guess I muted his account. I can't see what he wrote. Let me unmute it.
That's a good sign. What do you think he said then?
He responded to Wag Wednesday. Horrible segment. Make a change immediately. So Spike responded, or what? All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll respond to Spike for everybody.
Spike giving it
or
back.
nothing. He will continue. Hold on. He will continue to listen as he always does. All good. There you go.
Why'd you mute his account?
Why did I mute it?
Yeah.
I mute accounts when people, go above and beyond like
So
the
you
line.
think this guy or a gal
He must
went
have
above and beyond at some point?
At some point, this low-life scumbag who's got nothing else to do in his life but to tweet people about brilliant radio segments that he can't handle because he hasn't seen a naked vagina in his entire life. So when other people actually talk to women, he gets all hot and bothered about it. Now
that you've unmuted him to see his comment, are you going to mute him again, or are you going to give him another chance?
I don't know. Honestly, I think I'd have to go into his account to unmute him for good.
Oh.
I think he's still on mute.
Gotcha.
I can just unmute the actual.
Oh, that one tweet you unmuted.
Yeah, I wanted to see what he tweeted specifically to Spike.
Gotcha.
Yes, I'm surprised Spike responded to it since he's not working again today. He hates when I do that. Like, listen, get a better dog.
I love Spike.
What do you want me to
and
tell
I love
you?
dogs, but Spike's reason for not coming to work today, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that his dog continues to go on the carpet. Listen, I had a cat who was dealing with cancer, and I had to take her to treatment.
Didn't you throw that cat out the window in Staten
I never
Island?
threw out the window. She was young when that happened. I never missed a day of work.
Yeah.
Never. I'm going to hospitals. Yeah. I'm going to special places.
Why would you do all that for a cat?
Because I love her.
Put the cat down.
Love her. Well, eventually, unfortunately, I had to.
And then you know what you did? You got a replacement cat.
No, there's no replacement for freedom, bro.
877-337-6666.
And his cancer took my idea, by the way.
Okay.
I named my cat Freedom. 20 years later, he's renaming himself Freedom.
Didn't World B do it before all you guys?
Did what?
World B free?
Is that Freedom?
It's close enough.
No.
It's close enough.